That would certainly be. Oh, he does get it.
It's a pike angle.
It's a pike angle.
It's always a pike angle.
For Carrier, it is those bone skewer. We're going to need to see absolute domination, stay ahead of the curve, make sure that these items come in at exactly the right times. All right, Carrier finding the bone skewer onto the hands. That's another flash. They'll take that, and this is a T1 bottom lane.
It's hard for him to actually be in a position to really set that up. He's setting his sights on mid after Faker got a really nice trade onto Chovy.
Yeah, Ona now driving in, looking for Chovy, just gets the flash. I think the rocket jump must have been on cooldown, especially in the hands of players like Gumayushi, who are so incredibly good at it.
We talked about it on the way here, didn't we, Atlas? Where like the mobility and how like in the meta it feels it can be difficult to play, but in a position like this.
Yeah, Faker looking for Canyon, trying to find that opportunity, scaring him with where the shot might go. Point blank, the charge, the stun, but the knockback with the buster shot is not enough. And first blood goes to Faker's Ahri, and it's Faker's Ahri. That's the biggest thing here, because Ahri has been such a curse for so many teams. We actually have the stats here for both Faker and Chovy, and it is a different story when it's the unkillable Demon King that has it. As another charm is going to connect. Gumayushi executes. Lahens, they do try and even out the fight as Faker is evicted, but T1 is still standing their ground. A great start for the defending world champions as Gen.G do manage to get back some control of this grub pit. And I was just saying that there's a lot of
extra special. Okay?
When everything's special, you have to sort of redefine where it lies, you know?
Now Gen.G have a stacked wave on the top side. T1 have read the play effectively. Faker's on the rotation. Carrier.
Yeah, can he charge it? He does find a knockback onto FaZe. There's the crash into the wall as well. Lahens just caught out and explodes. Ona's going to grab kill credit for that one, and T1 seem to do no wrong.
It's an aftershock that ends up picking up the kill as Zeus is pushing on the bot side of the map. 3
denied just yet. In the shellackings that we had games 2 and 3, it's because Gen.G and T1 both enabled their win because Gumayushi's on Varus, like we were talking about. You can't do that. We're talking about plot armor. I mean, that's to bridge too far. As now Ona is just trying to bully them out of the area.
Faker's actually gone back to base. He does have the TP available. He's going to commit it now to the top tower.
Might even be able to grab an outer before he makes that flank happen.
This is it.
She'll be able to lock it in as Keen gets in there before the arrow does come down. Slightly mistimed, but yeah, Keen was already softened up. And you can see Zeus makes his way into the mid lane. They are taking control of the lanes as Gen.G are committing onto this Rift Herald. Chains of Corruption going to connect onto Lahens. He's throwing down the ulti, but he's just dead. There's nothing he can do, but Keen gets rid of 2, and now Faker, he's able to dance his way out. Carrier, he's burning, but he should be absolutely fine. Regens that health because he's out of vision, and Chovy still in a little bit of trouble. Zay's going to take a mid lane out of turret at the same time. Second
dragon of the game will go towards T1, equalizing that up. But the goal difference is the most crucial thing.
Oh man, T1 going to be able to clean up the last remaining outer turret here as well. Faker going to claim credit for that one on his Ahri. I think a lot of players have moved away from it towards the Liandry's instead, but Faker has really liked Lichbane for a little bit of extra side lane power.
And I know we've mentioned it a lot as a hold that thought Lahens might be in trouble again, but looks like he's going to be okay. Although Guma
manages to catch him on the juke, and he explodes one more. Ona's like, all right, let's just turn away. We are not required.
Lahens 8 times this year. TES brought them to 5 games at MSI after a 2-0 lead. They were able to persevere.
Faker looking for the charm, doesn't get it onto Canyon there, but gets the true damage on that Orbit Deception. As Lahens allowed to drive once again. I don't know about it as he gets pulled back immediately, but he's able to absorb a lot of it still. The answering impale is so good. The arrow is going to connect onto the backline, onto Carrier to deny him bone skewering anyone forward. And Gen.G, I mean, it was dangerous, but they get out of there after.
Good setup for this top tower, but the TP is committed. Can they dive?
We'll see. It's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one. Spear is going to be coming out perfectly. There's the twisted advance. The charm goes wide. Faker's dead. That is going to be Canyon taking him down, but it's now Zeus trying to be the hero. He catches Canyon with the Counter-Strike stun, and he's under the wrong turret. Lahan's going to go down for the 5th time, and it's a double for the other solo laner. They may have got Faker, but this is what he does. He baits them into death, and it's Baron started for T1.
Every T1 fan has seen this one before. You think you catch Faker in the side lane, and Gen.G, they know they can't contest this Baron. They're just TPing to mid to try and get something in return.
Gen.G just wanted the tower. Faker TP's in. They sit there and say to themselves, this should be an easy pick. His ulti wasn't off cooldown, but the collapse was crucial. Gen.G, I don't think you can do this dragon. They're going to start it, but the collapse is coming through. Faker's back out onto the map. Zeus as well.
All right. Gen.G do manage to make their way really back. Just have Gen.G exactly where they want them. This is such a change from what we saw. Still looking pretty rough.
I mean, worlds aside, the fact that T1 is even getting revenge.
Still here for another minute. Gen.G just desperately clinging on to their world's dreams.
Steadfast presence now on cooldown for a little while as T1 look to set up a 5-man siege on this inner turret. At 23 minutes, sieging is quite difficult unless the Bone Skewer comes through. The arrow is denied by the ulti from Keen, but now with only 2 stragglers here, Zeus will explode. It's Canyon that locks up the kill as Keen dives in once again. Pei is able to take down Carrier, but it's Gumayushi standing tall and taking down Keen. Still a positive trade for Gen.G is still huge news.
Keen actually diving in there to try and contest, and it looks like they are not giving over Soul Point for free.
Well, Carrier is going to walk into Lehens here. Pike so incredibly squishy. There's the teleport from Keen. The front line will arrive. Chains of Corruption do go wide. As now Lehens, he's chunked out just a little bit, but he's going to throw his life away for a good position in a team fight. Carrier on a flank angle. It is going to be Ona taking Soul Point, but can they win the fight? That's a phenomenal ultimate from Keen, and Pays is untouched. Still, Carrier explodes, pops like a balloon. Zeus has the counter-strike, but he has no friends. Faker dives in to try and save him. The flash on Heavy, and it's a double kill. Pays now standing his ground. Gumayushi can't do anything, and Gen.G will ace them with Baron up and available.
Unbelievably, Gen.G turned the fight in the 6-1. He's got you right where he wants you, as the Baron is going to come through.
Oh man, and look, he may not have got
early. Gen.G haven't done it yet though, because all this has done is equalize the game, right?
Oh my God.
But look at that jump upwards, and the double AD carry now have hit their spikes.
All right, Bone Skewer going to connect, but the spear does too. That is a decent impale, only onto one there as Lehens able to eat some turret shots, and he'll be okay. Man, that Primal Surge almost gave him his whole health bar back. And this Carrier, yeah, not wanting to stick around when he is seen on vision.
The charm from Faker didn't actually connect, even though Ono was able to land the ultimate. The top tower is now exposed as they turn their attention to mid to try and defend. T1's bait.
There's a Poppy and Maokai combo in the game, and there's a lot
It's fascinating how quickly the dynamic shifted, right?
It's just, it's ridiculous.
But they don't need to go for this, is what I'm saying. T1 can bide their time. I just don't think they will.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp going to cut out the arrow, connecting on Ona. Chains of Corruption just try and buy some space with the flash onto Faker, the knock-up, and he's dead. Pace's arrows follow him into the death chamber as the impale is decent. Ona's still alive, he's so tanky, and it's Gumayushi taking matters into his own hands. The spears go wide and the popping goes down. It's a double kill for the Skarner, and Chovy's still alive. There's a bit of damage, but he gets over the wall, flashes, but the Bone Skewer finds him. The shutdown for Goomer and T1. They want to go to London.
And Gen.G trying to get the fight, but the death timers are too long.
Oh, it's only Canyon versus the world here as T1 are taking down their first inhibitor of the game. They are not done yet. Nexus turrets stand between them and another final. He goes golden. He's holding onto the wave. He wants to take it down. He does. But another one is conga lining in. Lehens, he knows he just has to move it away from these Nexus turrets. And he is able to stall it out. Another teleport. Faker does come back. And they'll now get their time. It is Guma that's able to melt these turrets. And Gen.G for the last 2 years have been the kings of Korea. But we know the world is T1's home ground.
What an incredible final game at the brink.
These were the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.